तो वो जो आपके रहेंगे टेस्ट आप लोगों ने सेंड करना है कंप्लीट ऑप्शंस के सिर्फ आपको उस पेज के अंदर आपका यूनिवर्सिटी रोल नंबर, आपका नाम और आपका सेट, ये तीनों चीजें मेंशन होनी चाहिए, ठीक है। और जो क्वेश्चन पेपर है दैट डिपेंड टोटल नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इन एवरी मॉक टेस्ट 30, so 30 क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम 1 to 20, देयर इज ओनली वन ऑप्शन, इट मींस एक ही ऑप्शन है, उसकी एक ही आंसर है। फ्रॉम 21 to 30 देयर इज मल्टीपल आंसर्स, मल्टीपल चॉइस, दो भी हो सकते हैं, तीन भी हो सकते हैं, चारों भी हो सकते हैं। सम टाइम कुछ क्वेश्चंस के साथ मेंशन किया होता है देयर इज ओनली टू ऑप्शन फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन, या अटेम्प्ट एनी 3 या अटेम्प्ट एनी 2 ऑप्शन। तो जहां पे लिखा है अटेम्प्ट एनी 2 दैट मींस देयर इज ओनली 2 ऑप्शंस, मींस देयर इज ओनली 2 करेक्ट ऑप्शन। अगर 3 लिखा है तो दैट मींस देयर इज ओनली 3 करेक्ट ऑप्शन। अगर लिखा है मल्टीपल आंसर्स है तो मल्टीपल आंसर मे बी 2, मे बी 3, मे बी 4, दैट डिपेंड्स अपॉन अ क्वेश्चन, ठीक है। सो टेस्ट जो आपको मैं पोस्ट करूंगा अप्रॉक्स 11 o'clock और 10:45 जब हमारा टॉपिक खत्म हो जाएगा, ठीक है। सो नाउ लेट्स वी स्टार्ट आवर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक दैट इज एक्सेस कंट्रोल लिस्ट। यस कौन? बेटा आपकी आवाज नहीं क्लियर आ रही, कौन बोल रहा है? सुमित आवाज नहीं आ रही, आप टाइमिंग पूछ रहे हैं? टाइमिंग, जो टेस्ट की टाइमिंग रह गई, यू हैव टू सेंड विद इन हाफ एन आवर, विद इन हाफ एन आवर आप लोगों ने सेंड मेरे को करना है। आप व्हाट्सएप ही कर देना मेरे को, व्हाट्सएप कर देना, बट उस शीट के ऊपर आपका नाम, देखो सारे क्वेश्चन जो होंगे हैंड रिटन है, आपका नाम, यूनिवर्सिटी रोल नंबर एंड सेट, सपोज सेट ए आप कर रहे हो तो सेट ए, सेट बी या सेट सी, तीनों में से कोई भी सेट है आपका, यू हैव टू मेंशन आंसर शीट, ठीक है। तो ध्यान से करना, ठीक है। वो टेस्ट जो है आपका, इज देयर एनी डाउट रिलेटेड टू टेस्ट और शुड वी स्टार्ट आवर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक? Okay, we will start our next topic, that is access control list. So basically access control list, that is that control the access of forward and stop the traffic. So basically this is specifically for forwarding the traffic and stop the traffic. So basically ACL is a protocol. ACL is a protocol. It's a protocol which can do selected operations. You can do selected operations like firewall block and allow traffic like that. So in this case, there is don't require any other hardware. So in the case of ACL, we don't require any other hardware to perform this task. So this is more essential method for defining any routing policy. So basically ACL can block or forward. What they can block, what they can forward, that is means routing traffic as well as the we can say that routed traffic. So this is a basic behavior for ACL. So next, that means objective of the ACL. So basic objective of the ACL is that is it's a decision making protocol. We can say that it is a decision making protocol, or we can describe the application for ACL in the enterprise network. So we can explain the decision making behavior of access control list. So next we have the filtering restricted traffic, because ACL that control the traffic, whether we are forwarding the traffic, whether we are blocking the traffic. ACL is the mechanism that we can say that implements access control for a system resource by listing the entire entries based on the specific parameter that are permitted to access the resource, as well as the mode of access that is granted. So an ACL can be understood as a mean for filtering and can be applied to control the flow of traffic as well as the identified traffic to which special operation should be performed. So a common application that involves a gateway that may be forwarding destination to multiple networks. And however, many may contain an ACL that manage which traffic can flow to which destination. In the example given in front of you in the PPT, that the network 192 in network 192.168.1.0/24 is generally seen the capable of accessing the external network, and this in this case the internet, whereas host data are by the represented by the 192.168.2.0/24 network are unable to forward traffic in the same manner. So and therefore resulting in a transmission failure in the case of server A. The receivers apply with permission for access being granted by the gateway to the network. This IP address 192.168.2.0, but restricted for all hosts that are part of the 192.168.1.0.64 network. So basically, so packet are filtered. Filtered based on the source IP, source port number, source MAC address, source destination address, and we can say that this some additional parameters. And you people can do allow or deny with the help of ACL. So next we have filtering interesting traffic. So before the implementation of ACL, there's some rules. So basically there are two rules. For applying the ACL. One is implicit rule, and second one is explicit rule. So what does it mean when we are talking about the implicit rule in that case, which are by default there or we can say that it is available by default ACL in the case of implicit, or in the on the other hand explicit, that means which are user created, by the users. So where we are talking about the filtering is performed based upon the interesting traffic. So there is no general restriction made, but instead additional operations are likely to be performed which affect the current data. The example a scenario where inbound data is filtered that based upon certain criteria, such as in this case the source IP address, and whereas ACL is found to apply the data, so associated action were taken. So common action may involve the changing of parameter in routed IP traffic for protocol, such as the route matrix in RIP and OSPF. And also in initially encrypted network communication for the interesting traffic. So as is often applied as part of technology such as we can say that VPN, that is virtual private network. So in no match, there is one option in this case, that is in no match. That means Huawei ACL is by default allow the traffic. If we found no match, that means Huawei ACL is by default allow the traffic to pass. So but if match, there are some possibility to first allow the traffic to pass or deny. So this is all about the filtering interesting traffic. So next we have different types, ACL types. So there are three generally ACL types. So basically it is four. Basically it is four, but there are three general basic ACL types that are defined as a part of ARG. So including the basic, advanced, and layer 2 access list type. A basic ACL, a basic ACL matches that packet based on information such as source IP, source IP and fragment flags and time range, and is defined by a value in the range between 2000 to 2009. Sorry, 2999. So an advanced ACL provides a greater means of accuracy in different parameters, different parameter associates, and matches packet based upon the information such as source and destination IP. So source and destination port number and different protocol types. So advanced ACL are associated with a value range that is 3000 to 3999. That is for advanced ACL associated with the value range that is 3000 to 3999. So lastly, in the layer 2 ACL, which match packet based upon the packet based layer 2 information such as source MAC address, destination MAC address, and layer 2 protocol types. So in the case of layer 2 ACL, the range for that is 4000 to 4999. So traffic is filtered that based upon the rules that contain the parameter defined by the each type of ACL. So one more interface based ACL that range is from 1000 to 1999. So basically it deny the traffic based on interface, or we can say that it's a limitation of basic. So basically it's a basic. So it's a limitation of basic. There is no as such for different applications. So next we have ACL rule management. So basically ACL work on principle of ordering rules. So each rule that contain a permit or denied clause. There is only two clauses are there. One is permit or one is deny. So these rules may overlap or conflict. One rule can contain another rule, but the two rule must be different. And AR 2200 AR 2200 that support two types of matches order. One is configuration order and automatic order. So the configuration order that indicates that ACL rules are matched in ascending order of rules identifiers, uh, while the automatic order follow the depth first principle that allow more accurate rules to be matched first. So the configuration order is used by default and determine the priority of rules in the ACL that based upon the rule ID. So the rule priority are as such able to resolve any conflict between overlapping rules. For each rule, ID and ACL will determine whether the rule is applied. So if the rule does not apply, the next rule will be considered. So once a rule match is found, the rule action will be implemented and the ACL process will continue. So if no rule matches the packet, the system does not process the packet. So in the example, or we can say that in the given diagram, so ACL 2000 means first that is ACL 2000. What does it mean? So it means So ACL 2000 means we can going to apply ACL basic, ACL basic to a network. So there are two rules in ACL match, that is configure and auto. So configure in given diagram, like rule 5 deny source IP, source IP address in an example. Auto, that suppose we have two rules, like rule 5 that deny source IP, that is 172 in a given diagram, 172.16.0.0 and gateway 0.0.255.255. So suppose 172.16.1.0 IP wants to send traffic, so whether it is allowed or not. Suppose we apply this in a given IP5 that deny to send the traffic. So suppose we use 172.16.1.1.10. We can take a level 1.10. So this IP wants to send traffic. So whether it is allowed or not. This is these type of questions are specifically in your final paper or in today's test. So basically, according to rule, first instruction that goes execute, uh, then second, that means it is deny. That means it is deny. Suppose third rule is applied, rule 15 permit source 192.168.1.0.0. then gateway address. So in this case 192.168.1.15. suppose I am taking another example in this case. In the case of suppose third rule applied. Suppose we apply rule 15 that permit the source address 192.168.1.0 then 0.0.255. So in this case, suppose in this rule, apply this rule 192.168.1.15. 1.15 they want to send a traffic. So what would happen? Can anybody tell me what would happen? Suppose if 192.168.1.15 they want to send traffic. If they want to send traffic, what would happen? So basically, if they want to send a traffic, just tell whether it is permit or denial. So basically, it is permitted. It permit because its source IP is not matched with first source IP and then second IP as in the given diagram. So in this case, before further start, now I'm going to poll first. I'm going to launch first poll question. Now I launch first poll question. Just go through carefully because these types of questions that comes in your final paper as well as in your today's test. So first question in that case, that is which of the following problems are not caused by a routing loop? Whether it is slow conversations, that is packet circulate between routers, router restarting, inconsistency of routing information. So hurry up, students. Student, I am going to end the poll. Yes, Sumit.
गुड मॉर्निंग
Yes,
सर।
Sumit.
सर
Morning.
टेस्ट सर कितने बजे सर कंडक्ट होगा आज? यस सर।
टेस्ट ये टॉपिक जब खत्म
ओके
होगा.
सर।
So now I'm going to share the result. So first question, so answer for first question, that is router restarting. So what about the second question? That question is, assume that the router has learned the best route to the same destination by using RIP and OSPF and static route respectively. So by default, the Huawei router which select the route learned via as the best route. So the best route always find out with the help of OSPF. So answer for this question, that is OSPF. I'm going to stop sharing the result. So next we have basic ACL. So basic ACL, that means the creation of basic ACL that requires that the administrator first identify the traffic. What type of traffic? That is source to which the ACL is to be applied. And this given example, this refers to the source location that contain an IP address in the 192.1.0. So rule deny source this. So the range for which all packets that contain a source IP address in this range will be discarded by the gateway. So in the case of hosts that make up to the this IP address, this IP address, the traffic is permitted and no further action is taken for these packets. So the basic ACL is applied to the interface in this interface in the outbound direction. So therefore only packet that meet both the interface and direction criteria will be subjected of ACL processing. So here we have two networks. Here we have two network. One is 192.168.1.1 and second one is 192.168.2.1. Or you can see here we cannot apply any rule numbers. We cannot apply any rule number. In previous slide we apply rule number 4, rule number 5, rule number 5, rule 10, rule 15. But in this case we are not applying any rule number. So we just apply only deny or permit. We just apply deny for this source IP and permit for this source IP. So next we have the configuration validation. So the validation of the configuration basic ACL that can be achieved through the display ACL. Through the display ACL. Display ACL, if you want to specify the number, like here we applied 2000. Where the ACL number refers the basic ACL number 2000. So that has been assigned to the configured ACL. So the resulting output confirms the rules that have been created to deny, or we can say that drop, any IP packet with the source IP address in the range of 192.168.1.0. So and permit address in the range of this IP 192.168. This IP address, because here we apply rule 5 and rule 10. So rule 5 that deny for this IP address particular, and then permit for this IP address. So it should also be noted that each rule is automatically assigned a rule number as a part of the access layer list creations. So the rule number defines the order in which the rules are processed and set in, we can say that incremented of 5. Incremented of 5 by default in Huawei ARG3 series routers. So this by default 5 increment that applied on a Huawei router. So which series that provide for incremented, that is ARG3 series. So there is an ACL step between rule numbers. For example, if the ACL step is set to 5, so the rule are numbered 5, 10, 15 and so on. So if the ACL step is set of 2 and the rule number are configured to the automatically generated, the system automatically generates rule ID starting from 2. So the step makes it possible to add a new rule between existing rules. It is possible to configure the rule number as a part of a basic ACL procedure, or we can say that basic ACL requirement. So next we have advanced ACL. So in this case, advanced ACL that lists enable filtering based on the multiple parameter support. So multiple parameters that support a greater detail. So this route selection process, while a basic ACL provide filtering based on the source IP address, in advanced ACL are capable to filtering that based upon the source and destination IP. So the source and destination port number that specifically protocol on both the network and transport layer, and parameter found within the each layer such as IP traffic classifiers in we can say that TCP flag values. TCP flag values, what type of different flag values we have for making the connection, that is for SYN, and we can say that acknowledge, and that is FIN, and etc. So in advanced ACL is defined by the ACL value in the range between 3000 to 3999. So as displayed in an example, for which rule are defined to specify restrictions on of TCP based packets that originate from all from all source address in the range of 192 in the range of given IP address 192.168.1.1 to 192.168.1.255. So where the destination IP is 172.16.10.1. So when the destination port number, suppose we have a port number that is 21. So a similar rule followed to define restrictions of all IP-based packets that originated from source that is 192.168.2.0/24. So this range from reaching the single destination that is 172.16.10.2. So a catch all rule may generally to apply to ensure that all other traffic is processed by the ACL. ACL generally through the we can say that a permit or deny statement to all IP based packets. So next we have configuration validation. So configuration validation in the case of advanced ACL that can be achieved through the display ACL command. We already discussed this command, display ACL. So where the ACL number refers to the advanced ACL number that has been assigned to the configured ACL. So the resulting output that confirms that 3 rules have been created to deny any TCP packet with the source IP address in the range of, suppose we are taking another example in the range for suppose range is for 192.168.1.0/24, that is for 172.16.10.1 from the reaching port number 21, that is for FTP, and from any source address in the range of any different IP. Suppose here is 2, the rest of the octet values are same. So from reaching the destination IP address, same. All the octet are same in this case. So while permitting all the other IP, we can say that traffic. So next we have, yes Sumit, any doubt? So next we have, that is ACL applications, ACL application NAT. So ACL that can also be applied to the network address, we can say that translation, where NAT stands for network address translation. So basically the operation to allow filtering of host, we can say that host based on IP address to determine which interval network are translated via which specific external address pools that should multiple pole exist. So this may occur where an enterprise network is a customer to connection from multiple service provider for which various interval users that are considered part of different networks, or we can say that sub networks. which to be translated and forward based on the specific address group that proportionally occurring over alternative routers that uplink interface to the different service provider networks. So in the given example, a simplified example of this is uh, recreated where hosts which within the interval network are to be filtered based upon the basic ACL rule for which dynamic NAT solution. Dynamic NAT solution is applied that allow translation to given public address of a creation address group. So NAT, that is network address translation. So in particular host originating from the given IP address, we can take the example for this IP address. Network will be filtered based upon the pool associated with group address group 2. So then the NAT outbound ACL number, NAT outbound, then ACL number, then group number. This command is to implement under the gigabit Ethernet interface to bind NAT in the outbound direction with the help of ACL, and the related IP address that range is referred by the specified address group. So next we have these two questions that is based upon this topic. So first question, that is the advanced access control means ACL is capable of filtering traffic that based upon which attribute. Now I'm going to call yes, Vaibhav. Vaibhav. Tanveer. Sachin.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
yes, Tanveer. Yes, Tanveer. Sagar. 350 roll number. Yes, Rohit.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Good
yes,
morning, sir.
Rohit. Good morning, Rohit.
सर जो पैकेट फिल्ट्रेशन होता है वो सोर्स आईपी एड्रेस के बेस्ड अपॉन होता है.
ठीक है, सोर्स आईपी और सोर्स
और
का
डेस्टिनेशन आईपी भी होता है.
बिल्कुल ठीक. और पोर्ट नंबर भी होगा. पोर्ट
हाँ,
नंबर
पोर्ट
फॉर
नंबर भी होगा.
सेम फॉर सोर्स एड्रेस एंड डिफरेंट प्रोटोकॉल्स भी हो सकते हैं इस पे. ठीक है.
ठीक है सर.
And second question, that is once a ACL rule is matched to condition, what action is taken? Can anything? बोलो भाई.
सर इसमें मतलब वो डिनाई भी हो सकता है और मतलब एक्सेस दिया भी जा सकता है
ठीक है, बिल्कुल ठीक है.
जब मैच हो जाए तो.
हाँ, तो इस पे कैसे का रूल एक्शन विल बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड एंड द रिमेनिंग ACL प्रोसेस विल बी कंटिन्यू. ठीक है. So next topic we have AAA. We already discussed. So next topic we have, these all are the practical part. So next, that is introduction to IPv6. Yes, Rohit.
नथिंग सर, वो भूल गया था बंद करना.
So next topic we have, that is introduction to IPv6. So before the start of this topic, I'm going to launch another pool question. I'm going to launch second pool question. So students, hurry up. Hurry up, students. I'm going to end the poll. So now I'm going to end the poll. So now I'm going to share the result. In the case of first question, how many probably packets are sent for each TTL value by default when traceset is used to detect the path along which packet is sent from source to destination? So with path, that is answer is B, 4. So what about the second question? How many VLANs are created when using the command VLAN batch 10 space 20 and VLAN batch 10 to 20? You people already perform this task in a practical portion. जो आप लोगों ने assignment बनाई है उसमें VLAN आप लोगों ने apply किया था. VLAN 10 apply किया, VLAN या 20 apply किया. So here आप लोगों ने अच्छे से देखा नहीं. There is a example VLAN batch 10 और 20. That means 2. 10 और 20 यहाँ पे है 2 VLAN. So 2 सबकी first जो है option 2 है. So what about the second and VLAN batch 10 to 20? That means 10 से लेके 20 तक आपने चलना है. So total number is 11. So the correct answer for this question is 2 and 11. So before attempting the questions, must read twice. कम से कम पढ़ो ही पढ़ो questions. 2 से ज़्यादा बार questions पढ़ो ही पढ़ो. Question is easy. 2 and 11. So VLAN batch 10 and 20, that means 2 VLAN we are going to apply, and VLAN batch 10 to 20, that means we are going to apply 11, including 10 up to 20. So now I'm going to stop sharing the result. So our next topic, almost its last topic, IPv6, because so before the start of the introduction about the IPv6, I'm just going to ask some basic questions that based upon IPv6. What is the need of IPv6? Anyone, just tell me, what is the need of IPv6? Just raise your hand. Rohit, wait karo. Rohit and Shivam, wait. What rest of the people? Yes, Sagar. Sonu Rawat. Simranjeet Kaur, 377. 377. Yes, Sonu Rawat. What is the need of IPv6?
Yes. सर इसमें फिर ट्रैफिक कम रहता है.
ट्रैफिक कम
128 बाइट का होता है.
128 बाइट्स का,
बिट्स
क्योंकि बाइट्स और बिट्स में थोड़ा सा फर्क होता है कि नहीं होता?
सर होता है. बिट्स बोल रहा हूँ सर, बिट्स.
हाँ, तो मेरे तक बाइट्स पहुंचा था ना पहले.
अच्छा वो सर.
हाँ, तो ट्रैफिक कम रहता है कैसे? क्यों ट्रैफिक कम रहता है? ये सिमरनजीत कौर 377. आई एम गोइंग टू रिमूव. ये सुखमिंदर पाल 383.
नहीं पता सर.
ओके, सुखमिंदर पाल कौर 383 1701383. Yes, Sayam.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Yes, Sayam. What is the need of IPv6 address?
So particularly if we go through the facts, there are 4.3 billion IPv4s that exist till today. So they are depleting, which cannot meet the needs of the current environment. And IPv6, if we go deeply, it is basically based on usage in the Internet of Things or IoT, which particularly meets the demand of all the users on it. And it is a unique address which allows the proper traffic to be conveyed on the internet.
Because every person they are having more than two devices in a single pocket. If you people
Yes,
are
sir.
using two mobiles, that means you need two IP address. So the shortage of
Yes,
IP
sir.
address, that is why we are using IPv6 address. Because IPv4, that is fixed size. We are talking about IPv4. So we are talking about the IPv4, that is classful IP address, and IPv6, that is classless IP address. So these are the basic difference. But we have more difference between IPv6 and IPv4. Can you just tell me which company is right now using IPv6 address? Any company?
So AWS is also providing. Amazon Web Services is using IPv4 and IPv6.
Geo is totally work with IPv6.
Yes, sir.
So if we are talking about the difference between IPv4 and IPv6. So before the start of IPv6, you people must know about the difference between IPv4 and IPv6. So basically, IPv4 it supports manual and DHCP address configuration. So this is first major difference that between IPv4 and IPv6. It supports manual and DHCP address configuration in the case of IPv4. But on the other hand, in the case of IPv6, it supports auto and renumbering address configuration. So in the case of yes, Sayyam, you want to say something? Yes, Sayyam.
No, sir, वो hand raise ही रह गया था गलती से.
Okay. So basically, in the case of IPv4, that security feature is dependent on the different applications. In the case of IPv4, but on the other hand, we are talking about the IPv6. There is a security in the case of IPsec. IPsec means IP security, that is inbuilt security feature in the case of IPv6. So on the other hand, IPv4 there is small difference, that is IPv4 is decimal notations, but on the other hand IPv6 that they use the hexadecimal notations, and in the case of IPv4 there is checksum is available, but on the other hand IPv6 there is no checksum. So basically it has broadcast message transmission scheme in the case of IPv4. But in the case of IPv6, it has multicast and any cast message transmission scheme. So in the case of IPv4, encryption and authentication facility not provided. But in the case of IPv6, it provides encryption and authentication facility. So this is basic introduction about the IPv6 and IPv4 difference and introduction about IPv6. So next we have the IPv6 addressing. Addressing, we already know about the length of IPv4 and IPv6. So next we have IPv6 header format. So header format, in this case we are having first option, first header field. In the case of IPv6, that is version. First header field, that is version. So version field that shows the version of IPv6 header. And second one is traffic class. So what does it mean? That tells the quality of we can say that identifies the quality of service for allocation. So this that contain 8-bit. So in this case, that is traffic class is 8-bit, but now only 4-bit are used. Out of 8, now we already right now we are using only 4-bit. That means 4-bit remaining. 4-bit is remaining, and what 4-bit remaining that we use for under the research purpose. So so if the congestion occur on router, then packet with at least priority will be discarded. So as of now, only 4-bit are being used. 4-bit are being used. That means we are talking about the 0 to 7 that contain maximum 4-bit are assigned to congestion control traffic. Congestion control traffic, and 8 to 15 are assigned to under control traffic. So next, that is flow level. So basically it's a new field that check the traffic flow, or we can say that they check the traffic sequence. So next field we have payload length. So payload length, that denote the total length of IPv6 packet including header and data. Next field, that is next header. So next header, that again this field is new. Its type of extension is header, and extension header that contain only that much information. Only that much information which is necessary. So avoiding those information which is either not required or is we can say that rarely used. So next we have that is hope limit. So in this this is the same as TTL in V4. Same as TTL in IPv4. So TTL in IPv4 and hope limit in IPv6. So maximum hope count in this case, that is 256. So next field we have source address, destination address. You people are very much aware from that what is source IP address and what about this destination IP address. So next we have IPv6 extension header. So IPv6 extension header, that is that in between upper layer data and layer 3 data. So there are extension header, or we can say that fragmentation header. Basically that support two different parameters. So there is optional header in IP security. So next we have IPv6 address architecture. So basically this architecture in the form of hexadecimal. So each 4-bit denote one number, that is decimal number. So 2 byte of data is in one segment of IPv6 address. For example, I'm taking one example for IPv6 header. Sorry, we can say that the address format. Suppose we have this address. This address, that means that comes 2, 0, 0 and 1. As shown in the given example, there is first option, that is 2001. So 2001, that means if we elaborate this term, that is 0010, 4 times 0, 4 times 0 and 0001. This is a way to denote hexadecimal notation. So as same in IPv4, here in IPv6, one in network part and the second is host part. So prefix is similar with network part, as shown in the given example in front of you, that in PPT. So prefix is similar with network part, and interface ID is similar with the host part. So next So next we have IPv6 address condensing. So in this case, we condense number in smaller part. Number in smaller part. For why we are condensing smaller part for understanding. So first you have to remove the leading zeros. First you have to remove the leading zeros in PPT. So example first is actual IPv6 address. First address in PPT there is actual IPv6 address, but reduce leading zeros with MSB. With MSB. So what does it mean? MSB, that is the most significant bit. So in second step is scope resolution that operate with further condense. So string of zero values. So this operator is only for one time. Only one time in IPv6 address. Only one time. Scope resolution operator we use. So multiple segmentations that denote this operator. So this is the two-step method for condensing the IPv6 address. Next, I am going to take another example. Suppose we have example 2001 colon 23 colon 0023 colon 4 times 0 colon 4 times 0 equals 0 1 4 times 0 1 2 3 4. So this is typical IPv6 address. So typically this is IPv6 address. So after condensing, what will be the next step? What is the next value for that? Yes, Yashwant.
Yes, sir.
What will be the next value for that?
ये नहीं पता.
नहीं पता. रीमा. Yes, रीमा.
हेलो.
Yes, बोलो रीमा. What is the next?
नहीं पता.
नहीं पता. Yes, शिवम. Yes, Shivam.
Sir, 2001 colon 123 colon 23 colon 0 colon 0 colon 1 colon 0 colon 1 2 3 4.
बिल्कुल ठीक है बेटा, थोड़ा सा ध्यान दो इसमें. फर्स्ट स्टेप टू रिमूव, इसमें क्या करना है? टू रिमूव लीडिंग जीरोस. टू रिमूव लीडिंग जीरोस. कौन सी लीडिंग जीरोस हैं? फर्स्ट इज 2001 colon 1 2 3, that means here we remove one zero. Another is colon 23, then colon 0 colon 0 colon 1 colon 0 colon 1 2 3 4. So this is the first step to remove all the leading zeros. So next step, compressing zeros. Next step is compressing zeros with scope resolution operator. Then who gonna tell me the answer for that? Yes, sir. Simranjeet Kaur, 269 roll number. Poonam, 326. I'm going to remove these 2%. Yes, Poonam. बोलने लगी या रिमूव?
हेलो
यस पूनम.
हाँ जी सर.
हाँ जी क्या बताओ आंसर.
नहीं सर मुझे नहीं पता.
अच्छा किया नहीं पता बोला. यस जोबन, जोबनदीप सिंह. शिवम वेट करो.
यस सर.
आंसर फॉर नेक्स्ट स्टेप. व्हाट विल बी द आंसर?
सर इसमें क्या करना है फिर? पहले मैं सर जस्ट रिमूव के लिए 0.
हाँ पहले मैं 0 रिमूव किया, देन कंप्रेसिंग जीरोस विद स्कोप रेजोल्यूशन ऑपरेटर.
0 विद.
यस अवधेश.
सर इसका होगा 2001 colon 123 colon
2001 colon 123 colon
23 colon
23 colon.
scope resolution operator double colon
सिर्फ एक ही कॉलम के बाद सिर्फ ये. देन
1.
देन
फिर अब यहाँ पे भी वही होगा scope resolution
स्कोप रेजोल्यूशन. देन
colon 1 2 3 4.
1 2 3 4. Is it correct? Is it correct? Yes, Shivam. Is it correct?
No, sir. No, sir. It's not correct.
Why?
Sir, दो scope resolution नहीं हो सकते.
Yes. ये चीज आपने फाइनल पेपर के लिए भी ध्यान में रखनी है. समटाइम ऐसा क्वेश्चन पेपर में आ जाता है कि is it IPv6 एड्रेस हेडर फॉर्मेट और नॉट. तो इस केस में मल्टीपल स्कोप रेजोल्यूशन ऑपरेटर कभी भी नहीं आते. सो इट्स रॉन्ग. तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? कॉलन 0 देन कॉलन 0 देन कॉलन सपोज 2001 कॉलन 1 2 3 कॉलन 23 scope resolution. There is 1 colon 0 colon 1 2 3 4. So this is correct option. So this is correct answer for the we can say that IPv6 condensing the IP address. Okay. So now I am going to launch another pool question. So before attempting these question must read twice. क्योंकि इस क्वेश्चन के आंसर देखो, there is only choose two options, multiple choice, select two answer. That means minimum two answers are there. Minimum नहीं, यहाँ पे लिखा ही है choose two. That means दो आंसर करेक्ट है. Same for second question. Dear students, I am going to end the poll.
उमर भी सर ने बहुत चक्कर मार गया कुछ नहीं गए
I am going to end the poll. We will discuss these questions answer within 5 minutes. So just break for take a break for 5 minutes. So answer for first question, that is A and C option are correct. And for C, sorry, for second question, that is B and C are correct. So now I'm going to stop sharing the result.
Clear, Pawan? चाय पीनी और
Yes, Joban.
जब पेपर रहनी सर कॉलेज सर लग जाने
कॉलेज लगते थे कई यार, क्लासेस चलते थे भैया।
नहीं वो कह नहीं दे 16 नवंबर तो लग जाने सर।
नहीं ऐसे चले, डिसाइडेड नहीं है क्लासेस, है ना।
मैंने सभी वैसे कह रहे थे ऑनलाइन होने एग्जाम शायद इस बार भी।
नहीं, एग्जाम तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली जो है 90% श्योर यही है कि जो ऑनलाइन ही होंगे, ऑनलाइन मोड में ही है और एमसीक्यू टाइप में ही है।
हाँ जी हाँ जी।
अभी ऐसा क्लियर नहीं है, 90% श्योर है।
सर कब तक हो जाएगा क्लियर, वैसे कब तक वैसे एग्जाम हो जाएंगे?
एग्जाम आपके दिसंबर
एंडिंग फर्स्ट वीक।
देखो ना, आपके री बच्चों के री के एग्जाम भी तो है अभी।
हाँ जी सर वही ना।
पहले री के होंगे, देन रेगुलर के।
ओके सर। सर रिपीयर कब होगी?
वो भी दिसंबर में ही है।
सब कुछ दिसंबर में है
अभी मतलब कोई श्योर नहीं है।
हाँ जी।
टेंटेटिव डेट से है कि दिसंबर में आपके रीपेयर के एग्जाम होंगे, और रेगुलर भी मोस्ट प्रोबेबली शायद दिसंबर एंड में हो जाए या जनवरी में हो जाए।
ओके सर।
So students, इस IPv6 एड्रेस का कंडेंसिंग हम लोग यहाँ से नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में कंटिन्यू करेंगे। तो विद इन 5 मिनट आप लोगों को ग्रुप में जो आपका टेस्ट है, विद इन 5 मिनट आपके ग्रुप में आपको टेस्ट मिल जाएगा अभी। तो विद इन हाफ एन आवर आप लोगों ने मेरे को व्हाट्सएप करना है अपनी कंप्लीट आंसर शीट। आंसर शीट के ऊपर आपका नाम, यूनिवर्सिटी रोल नंबर प्लस सेट ए बी सी वोटेवर जो भी आपका सेट आपको असाइंड होगा, ठीक है, वो सेट आप लोगों ने मेरे को मेंशन करके भेजना है। सो एनी डाउट राइट नाउ, अगर है तो कोई पूछ लो, एनी डाउट रिलेटेड टू टेस्ट जो अभी होना है, सो दैट टेस्ट एक्ट एज योर फॉर इंटरनल्स। एनी डाउट, जस्ट रेज योर हैंड। यस सुमित, यस उज्जवल,
हेलो
यस उज्जवल, यस
सर।
सुमित।
सर जो रेगुलर एग्जाम सर होगा वो सारे सब्जेक्ट का एमसीक्यू होगा?
नो, नॉट येट डिसाइडेड।
सर निगेटिव मार्किंग भी है क्या?
नहीं, देयर इज नो नेगेटिव मार्किंग।
ओके सर।
देखो आपका जो हाइना का पेपर है वो तो ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप ही होगा फाइनल पेपर। यस रोहित।
सर वो जो हुआई अकाउंट है ना सर, उसमें कभी भी मैं लॉगिन करता हूँ तो वो वेरिफिकेशन कोड मेरे रजिस्टर्ड मोबाइल नंबर पे सेंड करता है, तो वो कभी आता ही नहीं है सर मैसेज।
तो ऐसा कर, नया अकाउंट क्रिएट कर ले। ये तेरा पुराना अकाउंट तो नहीं था कोई?
नहीं सर, नया ही अकाउंट है। वो पुराना वाला तो सर पता नहीं, उसमें भी कभी वेरिफिकेशन नहीं आती है।
चलो वेट करो, इस टेस्ट के बाद ना मैं खुद चेक करता हूँ, फिर तेरे साथ फोन पे बात करता हूँ साथ में, ठीक है?
ओके सर।
यस, यस शिवम, यस अभिनव कुमार झा, यस शिवम।
सर मेरे में भी सेम प्रॉब्लम है सर, वेरिफिकेशन कोड आया ही नहीं है अभी तक। मैंने भी लॉगिन कर लिया हुआई वाले में पर आया नहीं है उसका।
चलो इस टेस्ट के बाद ना आप लोग मेरे को अप्रॉक्स 12 बजे के आसपास कॉल करना, तो देन वी विल डिस्कस, ठीक है?
सर एक मेरा डाउट है।
यस शिवम।
सर अपना जो रजिस्टर्ड मोबाइल नंबर है उसको मैं चेंज कर सकता हूँ?
रजिस्टर्ड मोबाइल नंबर वो लॉगिन करने के बाद ही है।
आई मीन जिस पे नो आई मीन जिस पे क्या कहते हैं ओटीपी आती है उसको चेंज कर सकता हूँ?
नहीं, आप लोग वे नहीं चेंज कर सकते, वे डिसाइड करती है Huawei का लॉगिन, कि वो आपको आपका जो ओटीपी आएगा आपके मोबाइल पे या रजिस्टर्ड ईमेल आईडी पे, वो वही सेंड करते हैं।
एक्चुअली रजिस्टर्ड मोबाइल नंबर तो मेरा है, लेकिन जिस पे ओटीपी आ रही है वो मेरे पापा का फोन है, क्योंकि उस मेरा फोन नहीं चल रहा था, तो मैंने उसका मैं वहीं से रजिस्टर किया था। अब मैं उसको चेंज कर सकता हूँ?
वो आप लॉगिन करके एडिट कर सकते हो शायद।
जिस पे ओटीपी आती है वो तो 950 मेरा जो नंबर है वो तो है, पर
वो
ओटीपी
लॉगिन पहले लॉगिन कर देना, फिर अपनी माई इन्फॉर्मेशन में जाना। माई इन्फॉर्मेशन में आप देख लेना कौन सी फील्ड है जो आप एडिट कर सकते हो।
यस सर।
अगर तो मोबाइल नंबर एडिटेबल फील्ड हुई तो एडिट कर देना।
यस सर।
ठीक है, तो मैं आपको विद इन 5 मिनट टेस्ट डालने लगा हूँ, ठीक है, तो वो आप अटेम्प्ट करो। ओके, बेस्ट ऑफ लक स्टूडेंट।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर।
Okay, now I'm going to end the meeting.